Miami, 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 Miami. It feels like Miami.
Welcome to the Heat Beat Postgame Show. I'm your host, Giancarlo Navas, and they have a real offense with me today for this historic day of the Heat scoring points. Alphonse Sidney, what's up, man?
Someone needs to clip me from the preseason saying this team can't score.
146 on them tonight. They didn't even shoot 53s. It was crazy. We have Kyle. What's up, Kyle?
Them boys running. I'm trying to see how long that lasts.
Listen, I have no words. I'm just happy that they're watchable. Chat's calling him Focaccia. We'll get into him later. Also with us today, Franky G. What's up, Franky?
If you ask Ron McGill, that was some animal abuse. That's the Memphis Grizzlies are an endangered species right now.
They may suck, they may not. Who knows? But today feels good regardless.
They probably do suck.
And finally, Saucy Takes, Coach Lu. The beam is on.
The beam is lit, guys. We straight gave belt to ass for 48 minutes. I can't remember the last time I seen something like that. Look at the beam. Shout out,
Like
Leches.
the beam.
Man, I'm stoked. I'm so happy.
Look at the blur.
Look at the blur.
It's funny. It's just the image also.
I gotta really get in on the cat.
Listen, it's a fucking Friday night. I think we're all happy. I haven't seen them play like that in a real game in a really fucking long time. In the first quarter, I mean, they're back-to-back 40-point first quarters. That's absolutely fucking unheard of. Lou, can you find out how many 40-point quarters they had all season last year?
That's a tough stat. I'll look for it. That
might be a tough. Can somebody tweet at Cooper Moorhead? Can somebody find out, because what they've done?
He knows it.
Alf, this is fucking crazy. All these guys.
I'll look it up, G. I'll look it up. I'm just.
No, you're on. Alf is on.
Oh,
no, but I want your opinion, because I didn't know. In the best sense, I thought their offense would be like 16th, 17th in the league. I would have taken that if you had asked me before preseason. Gee, the offense will be 16th, 17th in the league. I'd be like, I will take that in a heartbeat. They look really good through two games, and one of them against Orlando, who's an elite defense, who we know to be an elite defense.
Yeah, I'm trying to be measured without being negative. The first quarter, Bam going 4 for 5 from three in 18-point first quarter. It really set the stage. And Memphis was it was 21-20 at one point. And then Miami just went on a run, and Memphis was just reeling. And then Miami got hot and just never looked back. Fontecchio all of a sudden looked like Duncan Robinson, who, by the way, is a team-leading plus 13 for my Detroit Pistons tonight, leading the team in scoring. Okay, calm down, everybody saying Duncan's washed, Fontecchio's better. Chill out, all right? But yeah, there's not much to complain about with this game except for Andrew Wiggins and Kashad Johnson, which are my normal complaints. But beyond that, I mean, Ware played with a lot of intensity. He did get beat up a little bit on the boards, but he made up for it with some of the rim protection, the activity on offense. And he's out there getting steals, shooting gaps. There were things happening tonight I just didn't even understand. But it was really fun to watch. These are the types of efforts you get from Spo teams when they're not led by a dominant scorer, right? We saw this a lot in that year with Kyle and PJ Tucker and Kyle Guy and Omer Yurtseven. And then every time Bam and Jimmy were out, you just have random ass guys shooting crazy threes, and it was just really fun, up-tempo, exciting. This is what Spo wants to play, but when he has a dominant scorer, somebody who can really score in the half court, it tends to slow things down. Now, is that a more winning brand of basketball in the long run? Yes, but yes, Spo can pull some of these really fun games out of his ass when he doesn't have that dominant guy.
I mean, they that kind of like the decentralization, what you're talking about. I mean, that's what really worked for them in 2020, and I heard in the broadcast, they're running like almost half as many pick and rolls than they were last year, which makes sense, right? Hero's not here. He's going to be their high volume pick and roll player, but and Duncan ran a lot too, but they're just running a lot of off ball stuff. They're moving. I mean, guys, even their third quarter was 28 points. That was the low quarter of the night. The third quarter, their turn was 28 points. That's crazy. Like they're moving so quickly, Kyle. They're moving with so much purpose. I think that the off ball, like Alf, the stuff we used to call smoke and mirrors, is kind of working a lot better now because they have more guys that can do stuff. Fontecchio has been really good. Norman Powell, the passing ability. I mean, like, dude, the skip pass he gave in the corner early in that game. Like, look at that. Look at this read on the other side. They didn't have playmakers like that who can also score the basketball. It's been pretty unreal, Kyle, to watch what we're doing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Alf.
Well, it's okay. No problem. I was just thinking about one his burst, like the way that he. One in chat says G sure got me juggle.
Is it that tight? It's my new Liverpool jersey.
But what I was
talking like an old Liverpool jersey. Old as in middle school.
That's just put those titties away.
I mean, it is a late start, so G after dark.
I think what I mentioned it on the timeline. I just was like somebody who can make from the post. That in that particular instance, Norm is posting up and he finds somebody. So, being in positions, and I think we've talked about it before, passing the spots. So guys, being in a spot to be optimal is what will make the offense work. So they're moving into spaces that make the fast pace that they're trying to play with more efficient. If it's guys just standing around, it doesn't work. So they're moving without the ball. They're cutting, and they're moving into spaces. I couldn't be happier with it. Now, are they going to run a track meet every single night? We'll see. I'm not trying to downgrade this particular game. This is only game 2. At game 30, if they're still running this, then it's less fool's gold and more what in the hell kind of running did they do throughout the offseason.
Chat's fucking frying me, man. I got people saying it's my 3rd grade jersey. I have people saying Skims with logos. Somebody said I'm soft launching an OF. Somebody goes, this is a hard launch for me.
I don't think it's that bad, G.
It's not that bad. I mean, it's a little on the, I hope to kind of slim into it, but I didn't think it was that bad.
It's not that bad.
People saying it's body paint.
Those stripes are stretch marks.
G looks like the green monster at Fenway.
Oh my fucking god. Franky, I don't even. I want to talk a little bit. I don't even know. Let's get into Bam's first quarter because I mean the stuff he was doing, the shooting, that's gonna come and go. I think that he'll be up and down with that, but I mean you can't ignore the 18-point first quarter, leading scorer of the game. Really kind of settled down in the second half, but I mean, what a first half for him.
It started catch and shoots, everything in rhythm, make it easy. Wasn't trying to force anything. For all 4 shots he hit were catch and shoot threes, and then he tried that bullshit transition heat check. He was feeling it, but it was a great start. He always gets up for Jaren Jackson and Miles Turner, but I thought it was just great process. Like that, it wasn't quick, wasn't holding on to the ball, wasn't isoing, just kept moving the ball and found his spots. He got to the line a couple of times as well, hit his free throws. Like that's what we need from him. Just keep it simple, and you don't have a shot, like a lane, move the ball. When he does that, it's more likely that he's going to be more consistent. When he's trying to do fadeaways and in the post and turnarounds and stuff, that's when the variance jumps in. But hopefully this is a sign of more to come, and this process continues.
Franky, I'm gonna I hope this isn't a sign of more to come because I hated the shot diet tonight. Like outside of those wide open set three pointers, like I hated most of his shots. Some of he got some fouls, got to the line a little bit, but most of his shots I hated.
I'm only talking about the catch and shoot one.
Yeah, after those first 4 threes, like I mean,
Yeah.
every other time he took a three, his feet weren't set.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, what are you doing? Like you're taking rush corner threes, swing that bad boy. Like we don't need that shot out of Bam. So I mean, he had that 18-point first quarter, 7 points after that, reminiscent of what we saw in the first game and what we saw all preseason. Like I don't want him falling in love with that three. I don't. We talked about the scissor leg push shot on Wednesday. Yeah, I'm not trying to shit on him. He had 25 points, or what do you have? 24 points tonight. So 6 points after the first quarter. But yeah, I didn't love his game tonight.
That's fair. He didn't play the four, to be fair.
The four assists,
well.
I think, is important to like 4 assists through 3 quarters. I think is a bigger stat for me than the scoring stuff because I think that for them to play faster, he needs to be a facilitator.
Yeah.
And I think him holding the ball, that's why I like it was catch and shoots and it wasn't him pounding the ball or working the mid post because that just bogs him down. I think that those catch and shoots, those passes, like rolling, that's kind of what I want more of him. Not the ISO stuff, not that, hey, I'm in a dribble and get to the spot kind of thing.
Yeah, because in that third quarter is when that shot selection was kind of came back, but they were kind of playing like stall ball at that point. Yeah, I looked it up. He went 2 of 5 in the third quarter, which tanked his efficiency a little bit. But yeah, it was some of the good, some of the bad. He hit his shots. Like I'm not mad. It was efficient. It was efficient for the most part. 24 on 19 shots. We'll take that.
Lou, let's talk about the pace because that's been the one thing that we talked about going in. That was the whole theme of preseason. Pace. And through 2 games this season, they've held up their end of the bargain. They have fucking flown.
Yeah. Not only have they held up their end of the bargain, so per pivot fade stats, last game they were hovering at around 109 pace. Today they were 112. They played even faster, which is crazy considering how fast they played the first game. It was the fastest game they had played since October 23rd, 2019, which was that season opener, the 27-7-7 Justice Winslow game, which is crazy. It was the fastest game they played in 6 years. So how did they follow up the fastest game that they played in 6 years? With the faster game like that? That is impressive. And, a lot of it is honestly, Spo deserves a ton of credit. And rightfully so, he got a lot of blame last year, how stagnant the offense was, how it just didn't fit the roster around him. And he has helped this offense address its biggest strengths. I think Davion being on the floor is such a blessing every single time he's out there. Niko coming in off the bench, Jaime looking absolutely wonderful in his new role. Not even like in the new scheme. Like Jaime with space to operate and just getting downhill is the easiest and best version of Jaime. And he's constantly doing that on the break. And if not, he's like, they're not over dribbling. Like nobody's over dribbling aside from Wiggins. Nobody's really doing too much. It's just a, swing. Like the offense is flowing. Like it looks good. Everybody looks comfortable. My biggest takeaway was, I think, and I stated this on Twitter, the reason that the Miami Heat lost the last game was due to just like the little 5-minute stint of no Niko, Davion, Bam, or Norm on the floor. And I think one of those 4 guys needs to be on the floor at all times if you want to have a winning offense. Today, I think having Niko come off the bench and him staggering some of these minutes, like having Ware start really helped Niko excel in his role off the bench and just kept the offense afloat during, when the starters came out. Like they were like, that's really when they took off. Really, like to Al's point, it was 21-20. And then, they just continue to pour it on even after the bench unit came in. And that speaks volumes to Jaime, speaks volumes to Niko as well. Like it
and Ware. I mean, like I think Bam sat and Ware stayed in the game.
Yeah. And Khalil, this is, if you want to make Khalil Ware look good at basketball, you have to play like this. Like, and this is no shot to him, but like, this is where he excels. Like it providing vertical spacing, playing with pace. I think one of the plays early on, I don't know if we have it, the quick hit ahead to Davion hit it ahead to him on the fast break, and he got himself an and one. This was after Powell closed out. And a lot of these actions, if you can tell, like they're running them really early, which is really good. Yeah, this is the play here. Super early on in the first quarter. And this was off of an inbound pass that they just pushed. Like that's crazy. Like off of an inbound pass with 20 seconds left on the shot clock, Kel'el Ware is getting an and one layup. That's impressive. Like that has changed, and I'm here for it, honestly.
Absolutely. And I think one of the things I was worried about was the bench kind of scoring. And I said that in the Orlando game. I think I tweeted and I talked about it in preseason. Alf, I thought that until Tyler Herro came back, the bench was really going to suffer. But I've kind of liked, and we haven't talked about this yet, kind of an unintended consequence of starting Ware is Niko kind of helps give the second unit another ball handler, another kind of connector. And I think Jaquez has been really good all preseason. And I thought he had another really strong game today, like going downhill and stuff. But I feel like the bench unit just kind of like, it kind of makes sense. They have like some size. They have some playmaking. They might not have enough shooting every night. But I think there's something there, especially when Tyler comes back. He might play some with that unit. I think that there's certainly something to look forward to.
I think to Lu's point, it's kind of all about how things are staggered, right? Like, so what I noticed, there was a lot of Jovic, Ware, Bam, Jovic. Like there was two of those guys on the floor to Lu's point. There was a lot of either Davion or Jovic on the floor. Like we talked about it in game one when there was too many minutes where there was no Davion or Jovic, and there was a lot of Wiggins. As much as I like Jaime, he shouldn't be your primary ball handler. Or he should have at least an outlet or a relief guy like, Jovic or Mitchell on the floor. But, they just didn't do that last game. This game, they staggered these guys a lot. So you saw that bench unit have playmakers out there and have bigs out there and have size out there. So it was like, I just felt it was a really good balance from Spo. Just the way he staggered all these different guys minutes. And listen, I hate on Fontecchio, but he's been a nice spark off the bench. I mean, he's done a lot of things, lots of hustle plays. And you said it, but you said it, and everyone's talked about it a little bit. Like Jaime has been a revelation since the preseason. I cannot say enough about, we talked about this, back in the Goran days, and I'm not calling him Goran Dragic, but he provides a lot of relief points. Just when things are bogged down, doesn't seem like there's a lot going on, Jaime will bail them out on a possession, or even when, they take the ball off the rebound, they take the ball off the boards and they run. Jaime a lot of times is finding those seams like Goran used to do and just getting a quick layup, doing the little things, those little backdoor cuts, and then just in the post, like I said, ISO relief baskets. He's doing a lot of little things for this team to just connect the dots, right? Connect those stretches where last year we would have seen him get off to a hot first quarter and score 18 points in every consecutive quarter. And like somehow start off a game with 35 points in the first and finish the game with 89 points. But Jaime is doing a lot of those things to connect those different runs. And like he did it last game, he did it this game. I think he's been one of the most reliable things that we've seen on the floor for this team since the preseason.
7 assists. And I really think that like when, he's found a rhythm to his game where I don't think he's looking to score when he gets the ball. He's looking to get downhill and he's using passing instead of pump fakes to kind of like alleviate the help. And I think that's or just get guys off of him. And I think that's just such a better way to use his skill set, because I do think like they tried to make him kind of like a point guard at some point last year too. And I didn't think that was like, Kyle, you're nodding your head. I did not think that suited him whatsoever at all. But I think that this kind of role where he is a playmaker, but not a point guard, looking to score, kind of a secondary ball handler. And I think he's got some confidence. I mean, he had a couple finishes. He has a finish in traffic when that one where Bam dove for that loose ball, which, by the way, just that dude plays like he's broke. It's fucking awesome. I love that guy. And kind of Jaime comes away with kind of the loose ball and has like a layup in traffic. Like that's the kind of stuff that, I don't know, man. He was pump faking, not confident, bricking, not passing. He's really put it together.
Well, I think the biggest point is him being decisive, right? Like that was the biggest thing that we pointed out. He's too much hesitation gives the defense too much options to close in and to limit how many points you can achieve, and also how many decisions you can allow for your team. And one of the things that I've also liked with the decisiveness is he doesn't have a seam, he doesn't have a driving lane. He gets rid of the ball. If he's going to get it back, he gets it back in a different position. So relocating, even though typically that's what you get from a shooter, he's doing that with just being in spots that, okay, well, I'm not going to get this driving lane here. I'm going to swing the ball. Then he takes himself back to the other side. Now, are there some decisions that I'm not trying to nitpick in a 30-point win, but like there was a post up with Bam and he brought the defender underneath the basket. So there's every once where it's like, there's a little bit of a lapse. But for the most part, he's thinking it through, and that's helping him be more decisive. And I think also so far, it's only 2 games. I'm hoping it continues. He's being smarter with the ball, with the turnovers. He didn't turn the ball over a lot tonight or last game. And then I think a lot of that is him just being attentive to who else is on the floor. And the pacing and everybody moving helps him have a lane to drive. I saw a lot of movement, him trying to be a little bit shifty and get to the basket. He had a couple of drives to the cup tonight where I was like, well, you can explode to the basket. Being able to have that much spacing does allow for him to lose point, to be able to utilize some of the skill set that he has. Does he still pump fake things? Yeah, I would love for him.
But he shouldn't not pump faking is good, but it's not good if it's the only thing you do. Like you got to show
you can't do it every time,
bro. If you spin left every time, like they know you're gonna spin left, so you gotta spin left is good, but you gotta mix it in.
Well, chat just asked if Tyler will help with the pace. I think I asked this.
Noticing.
I asked Lou. I said Lou pointed it out, and I just asked if he's taking notes from Norm, then he does help the pace, because the way Norm gets his buckets, the way he gets the ball off ball, the way he cuts, the way he drives, all of that helps the pace. If Tyler is going to give them an additional seam or another player that's able to do that, then the pace is going to get even better, especially with Tyler's ability to stretch the floor.
I think Tyler, we'll see how this looks, but I think Tyler is going to be something that is going to be very difficult to integrate in the way that they play, because he needs the ball. He needs the ball, and he not just needs the ball, and he's not a bad off-ball player, but he wants to pound the ball. He wants to do pick and roll. He wants to get to his spots. I mean, he's a good mid-range shooter. He wants to get to his mid-range shot. He wants to kind of take threes off the dribble, as opposed to Norman Powell, who's getting threes off movement, right? He's getting threes off cuts. He's kind of coming off a screen and diving or attacking off the dribble. They're different, and I think I'm just noticing. I've noticed 2 things tonight. Alf Keith's chat says Alf checked out. Alf Keith's looking at the sky.
My Pistons are up 2. They no one scored in 4 minutes. But I mean, Duncan is playing a hell of a floor game, man.
No one scored in 4 minutes. Duncan's right at home.
Yeah, I mean, Duncan's remember. It was funny. Cade was off on a fast break with 10 seconds left. And Duncan's slow down. I'm oh man, he's back in the Miami Heat uniform.
Bro,
he's probably not used to Cade making some plays, some passes or scoring in ways that he's not.
He didn't know what a fast break was. So
I was gonna say Duncan's probably gonna look at this game and be like, "What the fuck? Why now?
Who are you people?"
Duncan's how do you win by 30 in triple overtime? What? It doesn't make sense.
He's something's off. He's refreshing.
Anyway, back to the game. You guys discuss.
Keep us updating. Chat says Pistons are missing Fontecchio. They can't wait for Fontecchio versus Bam. Frankie, I know you had something else on Jaime before.
I was just saying, a lot of talk about the pace and stuff, but it's not just getting up in transition, up and down in early transition. It's secondary transition, getting them in recovery. You're not facing a set defense. Jaime's attacking guys with their feet pedaling backwards, and that's when those up fakes are extra useful, because they're backpedaling already and they're trying not to react, and they have to overcompensate to get back to him. And he's finishing everything around the rim. which he wasn't doing as well. And he's not facing double teams when he's attacking early. He's getting to his spots. He's being aggressive. He's being physical too. He hasn't gotten rewarded with free throws yet. He got one today, two last game. But that'll come. Like, they're gonna have to overplay, and he's making great decisions. Kyle mentioned the one play where Bam came over for a pass when the help came, got a wide open dunk right there into the basket, and that like Jaime's been a relief. One thing, I need to see 0 minutes of Jaime and Wiggins together. I hate that combination.
I need 0 minutes of Andrew Wiggins.
100% agree with you, Frankie. You hit it spot on.
It takes away Jaime's the ball from Jaime. They help off of Wiggins more, and then when Wiggins catches it, they're gonna help off of Jaime, and you got nothing there.
Chat just called Fontecchio Spaghetti Jordan. I don't think I'm gonna get over that one. Spaghetti Jordan is crazy.
It was racist.
Shout out. You can be racist to Italians. It's okay. I'm Italian. I can say that. Shout out to Ray Blanc for the super chat. Thank God the season is back. I enjoy you guys. Post game show. Appreciate it. Hopefully we'll have more games like this. We thought, raise your hand if you thought we would be counting lottery balls by December.
We were doing it in preseason.
Raise your hand.
Still possible.
Raise your hand if you still think that's the thing.
We could still get there, but I'm telling you, through 2 games, I don't.
I'm having fun.
G's bought it.
Dare I say 16? Dare I say 16?
No, top 3. Top 3.
Listen, man. Top 3. Win or lose, as long as they can stay
this
entertaining.
Fun?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't even care if they're bad or good. If they're just gonna commit to this process and Terry Rozier not be a part of my life.
If they trade Andrew Wiggins,
oh my God.
Oh my God.
I don't even live in Florida anymore. I'll buy season tickets. Like,
I was gonna take a plane every day just to get here.
Listen.
We had 3 straight regular seasons where they were just fucking an abomination to watch. Yep. And then like, if this is our reward, I'm taking this all day.
100%.
I don't care how many games they win.
Are we going to be like the
watchable.
fucking the Kings that year that were really fun and fast and
light the beam.
Yeah, I want to call Lu out because he lit the beam when they lost last game. He lit the beam when they won.
You know what? The beam is going to come off of vibes only, guys. Like,
it's going to be a vibes beam.
It's going to be a vibes beam. It's not going to be a
broken.
win or loss.
Hold on. Chat has a great idea.
Actually.
Wiggins for Olynyk.
Lu can't turn it off anymore.
I'm so fucking in on Wiggins for Olynyk.
I'll take it.
Can't wait for fake Wiggins trades when Terry Rozier's contract is void and they have so much potential to do so much stuff that they won't do.
Just for them to trade another first. Anyways,
Lou, real quick, I want to get on this because I think this was kind of an important topic that went under the radar so far on the show. They changed the starting lineup again, which I don't like. I don't like the starting lineup juggling. I think that's one of Spo's worst habits. It doesn't let guys gel, but. You know, today it worked out. Niko out, Khalil Ware in. Obviously, it paid off. They look good. I had my doubts on double big lineups playing this pace, but they looked obviously really good.
Yeah, I think a lot of the reason the Heat looked really good was when the double bigs weren't on the floor together. Because when they were on the floor, they played 11 minutes together. They were -2. So again, it's like
so say that again.
So Bam and Ware played 11 minutes together today, and they were -2 on the floor. So they were negative net rating. Their defensive rating was really bad, and their pace was amongst the slowest of the lineups. So there's still concerns with the double big. Like, this to me didn't fix the starting lineup. It just fixed the rotation because you're allowed to stagger more. You know, like, and I said it, like, we don't have a third big. We have 2 centers, and that's it.
So Chad said that post-game Spo said this was going to be a starting 5, but where injury changed that. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's probably something you say after you win by 40 or whatever. Like, come on, guys. But no, realistically, this is, I think this lineup is going to be clunky, if I'm being honest. I don't think there's enough creation or spacing to help with the lack of shooting that we have. Like Bam today going 4 for 4 in the first. Huge for this lineup. Norm Powell's been really good for this lineup, and the pace has been good for this lineup offensively. But defensively, I still don't think the lineup really worked. I mean, if we remember the start of this game and the start of the first quarter, it looked like John Morant was going to get 55 points all off a pick and roll involving Khalil, where he had 2 goaltendings in about 4 minutes. He was just getting, this is where he struggles with. But with that being said, if the caveat to that is we're going to get some more, let me not even say more, just some less Wiggins at the 4 minutes, some less like Fontecchio at the 4 minutes, I'm cool with that. If that just means you're going to stagger one of Bam and Ware with Niko at all times, I'm so happy with that for everybody involved, because I think Bam plays better with Niko. I think Ware plays better with Niko than they do with each other. So, if you're just going to give them 11 minutes and just they're going to run by themselves anyways, like I'm totally fine with that adjustment. And something I wanted to touch on, G, because the Tyler Herro thing is interesting. Just really quickly, I think Tyler will thrive in this offense, just because we've seen Tyler last year for stretches really play off ball and move. Like when the offense was looking good was because Tyler was making quick decisions. Everybody was kind of standing around. Again, I'm not the Tyler defender. Y'all should know that by now. But I do think him in this offense, if he buys into this offense, which I think he will, because I think everybody likes to play fast. You're going to get the easiest looks you're going to get ever in your life, like in transition. So I think this is going to be good for Tyler.
Chat's asking if you're running a massage parlor on the other side of that room divider.
No, that's Moose's.
No, that's right. Yeah, no, Moose is watching.
He's watching game tape right now.
Lou's dog is powering the sign right now.
He's working
on a treadmill.
He's on a treadmill.
He's working. Right now.
He's got a steak. He's chasing a steak.
Alf, we got to talk about your boy's replacement, because Fontecchio is. I know we don't like to hear it, but
what Fontecchio is Italian for? Fool's gold. All right?
Oh,
nah, man. Like there's nothing to hate on so far. I think he's
DiGiorno Robinson.
I think he's been
Jordan.
Listen, Spaghetti Jordan makes me uncomfortable.
Ravioli Duncan.
This is on the line.
Focaccia
is fine. I like focaccia.
How about fettuccine?
I mean, but like, there's nothing really to hate on. Like, and it's not just the threes. It's like the hustle stuff. He's doing a lot of little things. I don't think he's not a very good defender, but neither was Duncan. Like, he's out there for a reason, to shoot threes and make things happen and move the ball, and he's doing those things. So I would just say that there's a greater sample of him not being able to do those things than there are the 2 games where he's played this way. But maybe a system like the way the Heat are playing right now, if they can continue to keep this up, just benefits a guy like him. And I'm sure it does. Like, just playing fast, he has a green light to shoot the ball, and he can kind of just be his just goofy self and just wreak havoc and, just be an agitator out there. I think it kind of just fits into his style of play. Like, if they go to like a slow-paced half-court offense, which the Heat are prone to do, I don't see a lot of room for Fontecchio, because he's not moving around the perimeter like Duncan used to, at least to break up some of that half-court stagnation. Mm-hmm. But if they're going to continue to flow this way with this much space, this much stuff in the open floor, yeah, I think he can succeed here.
Duncan on this team would have been insane. I think like Duncan with this flow as just a ball handler and as a shooter would have been pretty freaking ridiculous. But I just think that they need any kind of shooting they can get on the floor. And I actually doubted when they traded for Fontecchio that he would get minutes. But I just think it's pretty clear that the extra shooting just goes such a long way. And with the way that they move, as long as that guy just moves into position decently well, doesn't have to do much else. They have a lot of other things that they're kind of.
It'll be interesting. Is he the odd man out when Tyler Herro gets back?
I think he's certainly the first on the chopping block.
Yes,
probably.
Yes.
So
yeah, I don't think there's a question, right?
Yeah, I mean, but by that time, someone else will get injured, and then there's Casper. Like, where does Casper fit? Right?
Ironically, Alf, I think it's very like them playing at this pace is exactly what's great for Casper, because this is where he's going to thrive. The interesting thing is, I don't think they're going to sustain this, but if they want to sustain this, they're going to need to rotate guys in and out a little bit more frequently.
Mhm.
So we might see some 10, 11 man rotations at some point. And maybe, when Tyler's back, Kasparis, especially if like Drew Smith or Davion miss a game, I think, it's going to be, I wouldn't be shocked if he just gets a little bit of PT at some point.
Well, I mean, honestly, Drew Smith was fine this game, and he did some things, but
he was very good.
If they want to, like you said, if they want to maintain this pace and this kind of game, like I would absolutely give Casper the nod over Drew Smith at this point. Because I mean, Drew Smith's a better defender, but Casper's shown a little bit of chops defensively, especially with the ability to take the ball away and get out on the break. I mean, Drew Smith will take the ball away and then just give it right back because he's not a really good dribbler. But like Casper's able to maintain that pace even off of made shots, especially off of offensive rebounds, especially off those turnovers, able to create some of those turnovers. I just think if they want to play this way, and Casper's the future, Drew Smith, despite extensions and contracts and everything, to the contrary, is not. So I would hope that a healthy Casper gets the nod over Drew.
Everybody's going to get their chance. I mean, Paul Larson only played garbage time today.
Still don't get that.
To be fair, if they're trying to win and Fontecchio's playing like this, I get that, but still, like, you have 2 more years of Larson under control and Fontecchio's a free agent. So
yeah, I mean, and Pell shot well, like 2 for 3, but
you get a second round pick for Pell, Fontecchio.
It's gonna be, we'll see. It's gonna be competitive. I do. They've always been this weird team where they're kind of deep in that, like they have a lot of guys who are like playable, but they don't have like a lot of like upper echelon guys to make them deep. But they're kind of like deep in like the way that they have a lot of playable guys. Somebody who I don't think is very playable, given the structure of what we want out of them, is Andrew Wiggins. Somehow Jaime was a plus 43 and Wiggins was just a 0, like a plus minus 0. Finished with 10 points, 7 rebounds, which is the 7 rebounds is good. 4 of 8 from the field, good, unremarkable. No threes, 2 of 5 from the line. That's pretty bad. And 2 turnovers. Alf, you have been one of his biggest and loudest critics. I think that he works as a role guy when he's getting offensive rebounds, when he's kind of like doing the little things and playing in between. Other than running a bench unit, I don't really like him.
First of all, no, he can't run a bench unit because you don't want the ball in his hands. What are you talking about?
That's true. No, you're right. Actually, you're right.
They replaced that same lineup with Niko, and that was like a plus 30.
No, you're right.
You want him to play like Haywood Highsmith and get paid like Jimmy Butler. That's what we're asking. Literally, what you want him to do is be Haywood Highsmith.
We had Haywood Highsmith at home.
Which, by the way, that formula is just Terry Rozier at the wing position at this point.
He is every time he has the ball in his hands for more than 2 seconds, something bad happens. Mm-hmm. It's just like his best plays tonight were like off of offensive rebounds, or
that's
like
what I'm saying,
loose ball scrambles. But like when he actually, you said run the second unit, I almost reached,
I'm so wrong. No,
I almost reached through the screen and grabbed you by your tight ass shirt. Like it was going to be a problem.
They said it wasn't that tight.
See, I was being nice, but then you praise Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins got me agreeing with Trump on trade discussions with Canada. Okay, like that's how much I can't stand Andrew Wiggins. Like he is such a vibe killer. Like even tonight, like I'm trying to address 2 things that ruined tonight for me. One, I bet the Norm Powell over, and of course, in the most historic scoring half in Heat history, Norm Powell only had 15 points. They go up 40. He doesn't play the fourth quarter. I lose my money. Second of all, every time Andrew Wiggins showed his face on the court, like he's a vibe murderer. Okay, and he doesn't fit. Like really, we talk about Jovic on the bench, this person on the bench. It really, like, if my ideal lineup would be Jovic at the 3, Bam at the 4, and Ware at the 5, at least to see it. Like that would make I think that would be fun to watch. I don't know how fast that lineup would be, by the way. But I mean, Jovic is not that much slower than Wiggins, okay? And he's a better passer. He moves the ball better. Like if whatever you saw out of that starting lineup, I think would improve offensively with Jovic. Mm-hmm. To me, Wiggins does not fit their timeline. He doesn't fit their play style. He doesn't really fit anything. Because like, his mentality is almost like Jimmy Butler with none of Jimmy Butler's talents. Like he wants to get the ball. No, he wants to get the ball and then like just and like scan the floor and make a decision, but he never makes a decision. The decision is always to throw up some bullshit. So or just give somebody a hand grenade with 2 seconds left on the clock. So I mean, what else can I say about Andrew Wiggins? I love the guy.
I mean, I think.
Go ahead, Kyle.
I was just gonna say if with that second unit, right? Like instead of having Wiggins, you maybe see Casp out on the floor with them instead for the pacing, because you want the pace to be faster. So instead of seeing Wiggins out on the floor with them, which I don't think helps them, and you have Casper, who I believe is more playmaking, more pass first, less post up, dribble for 5 seconds, and then take a contested like floater / hook shot. That would be the difference in the pacing and it continuing into the second unit. So maybe we see that, and maybe Wiggins sits so that he does not disrupt the flow. And maybe the roles for the guys coming off the bench are a little more defined versus having Wiggins, who's going to start, in my opinion, in the first.
Unfortunately. Quick shout out to Cobbin and JD for subbing for 14 months with Prime. Saying crazy beginning to the season. Appreciate the love. Andrew Wiggins, to kind of close the Andrew Wiggins conversation, I think it's a really great way to debut our newest segment for this season. Andrew Wiggins took a lot of poor shots today and amongst other guys, but I think Andrew Wiggins took a few. So without further ado, shout out to our editing team, our creative team, coming up with new ideas for the show. The debut of Do You Work on That Shot?
What kind of shot is that?
No. Oh my goodness, Valentine!
No.
Whoa.
Have you ever shot that shot?
Looking for Steph. Now Draymond's got it. What did he do that for? Draymond.
Do you work on that shot?
Yes! Oh!
When?
It's Cody Martin, you gotta hit it! Oh!
Step back, one-legged.
To Bargnani. What is he doing?
What kind of shot is that?
Do you work on that shot, Andrew Wiggins? What on earth is he doing? Brother, why? You guys are playing great offense. You're running. Just take the fucking ball into the hole, man. What are you scared of? There's nobody in the paint. What on earth? What are you doing?
That absolutely required a pump fake and blow by. Like,
dude, look at that. There's nobody there. What are you doing? Why would you do that? You're Andrew Wiggins, dog.
But you know who really needed what video we really needed for this?
Bam? About 3 Bam shots? Is that what you?
No.
Oh, brother. Okay. I have the Bam shots.
Brother.
That was a Wiggins. What were you gonna say, Al?
Paolo Banchero tonight.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we don't have that one, but
that's the one we needed.
God damn it!
I did see that one. We have, I believe this is a Bam corner.
This one. Oh my goodness. Do you work on that shot?
I actually think he does work on that shot.
That's ridiculous.
Which is the worst part. He does work on that shot. He was open, but woof.
And by the way, this is why Bam Ware lineups will never work.
Who left the window open?
To be fair, I do think the Bam Ware lineups will work better without Wiggins at the 3.
100%. 100%.
But they need somebody who can shoot and be a threat, because it's two bigs you don't respect from 3, and you add a third guy who doesn't dribble and pass either.
This one was pretty bad. from Memphis. What is going on here? Who told you could take that? We have one more. All these guys taking these ill-advised shots. Who? I think this is the same one.
I had to show it twice because
I had to show it twice. It was that bad. Listen, I expected the Heat to be worse this season. And I thought that they would be going through a much worse offensive stretch than they have. But listen, they hit shots today, so maybe we won't run that as much as we thought, or maybe their defense will be good enough that we're making fun of other teams doing that. I did want to close on something funny that did happen in the game, which I actually wonder, does this have audio? This clip does not have audio, so never mind. I wanted to make fun of Eric Reed speaking Italian to John Crotty, and mourning Tony Fiorentino, who would have loved to be there for that. I'm sad that Tony doesn't get an Italian player. He only had Bellinelli. That's all that man ever had. But yeah, guys, I mean, I think today was one of those wins that kind of, we haven't had this kind of positivity early in the season. They have the Knicks coming into town for Miami's home opener on Sunday. I think that's a really big matchup for them. I think that's going to be a real test your might kind of game for them. That's going to be something that people have eyes on. We know that Orlando game was really close and they just kind of embarrassed the fuck out of Memphis. That's going to be a test. That's going to be a test against a rival. That game's going to matter. We all know what a Knick Heat game in Miami feels like. I don't care how many years go by. Alf, you've been in that building when those games happen. Those games always matter. There's so many.
Oh, it's going to be full
New
of
Yorkers.
so many just disgusting New Yorkers. It's going to be just rotten with them.
Where do they come from?
New York.
Send them back.
Go home, bro.
The subways.
We should post Kamala Harris. Do not come.
Do not come. Do not come.
The sewers.
I'm
Don't
speaking.
come.
I don't know.
I will get you live. We have you live post game that day. Getting Heat Knicks 6 p.m.
Is that
tip-off
Sunday?
on Sunday. Yeah,
It is Sunday.
6 p.m. tip on Sunday. We got you covered. That's a big game. Normally we're off on Sundays, but Heat Knicks, that we're always going to be there. That's one of them ones. That's one of the most important games on the calendar. So we get you there. Great Heat win. Beautiful Friday evening. If you're in Miami, it's about that time to go somewhere fun. It's 11:20. That's when stuff starts happening. If you're anywhere else, I'm so sorry that you live somewhere else.
Franky, play the shot. Play it.
That ain't it.
That ain't it.
You got to remove the other one.
Damn it, G.
We're a little disorganized today.
Here it is.
Oh, this is
hilarious. Look at Paolo.
He swore.
What?
That was for the win too.
It was 9 seconds left.
This is
Down-
why Alf
down
doesn't trust
to-
Italians.
Down to.
Down to 9 seconds left. I mean, that looked like a Bam layup. Scissor kick.
That's crazy. Fraud's better.
Like, why did he do that? Did he think the shot clock was down?
I think
You
so.
know,
J.R. Smith situation.
Hmm.
Why you swing the ball? Swing the ball. Get the ball back to Bane. All right.
Does he work on that shot?
Not enough.
Appreciate you guys rocking with us tonight on a Friday. Another season of Heat Beat, and we got you this weekend. I appreciate you all. Thank you to my panelists, to our hardworking editing staff, to everybody that's making these shows possible. Cheers to another season, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Go Pistons.
Peace.